Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer.
But who is he?
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer.
And who is he?
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer.
And what he do?
And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Today we are reacting to Brittney Griner. But before we do that, guess what? This episode, like all of our episodes, are brought to you by eForms.com. eForms.com. If you need a legal form for any purpose, you need a power of attorney. Let's say you're going through the transition and you're not sure if you're going to make it through the operation. Well, you give your grandma the medical power of attorney and she can make medical decisions for you while you are getting that gender reassignment surgery. Or whatever you need. Whatever you need a loan agreement, a bill of sale. Whatever you need, it doesn't matter what state you're in. Go to eForms.com and they will set you up. Don't hire me for something like that because guess where I'd go? I just go to eForms.com and charge you a shit ton of money. Cut that out and do the right thing. Go to eForms.com. Okay. And also, okay, we're getting close to the holiday season, right? Right? And you need gifts for your loved ones, your grandma that's doing meth in your basement. You need a gift for her. You need a gift for your boyfriend who is dealing drugs. You need I'm just kidding about all that. But go to our shop, the Bonfire. Look at the link down below. You can get bucket hats, sweatshirts, T-shirts, all kinds of cool stuff. Merch from CLR Bruce Rivers. So today we're going to react a little bit to the Brittney Griner situation. And you hear people from the left and from the right talking about this and talking about that. First of all, I'm really glad that she's home. Anybody that's in captivity that gets released, somehow that does my heart good because I'm a criminal defense lawyer. I don't like to see people in custody. But there's been a lot of talk about whether or not they released the right person or whether the Biden administration did the right thing by exchanging dickhead for our person. So let's talk a little bit about Viktor Bout. Viktor Bout was arrested, charged, convicted of conspiracy to kill Americans. Okay, so he's not a good guy. He got a 25-year sentence, and he was 11 years into his sentence. Probably had to serve about another 9-10 years. Brittney Griner had a THC vape pen with whatever it had in it. Okay, did that justify a 9-year sentence? Here, it wouldn't even justify conviction because in almost every state in the country, it would be, I don't know that it would necessarily be illegal, but it would certainly be a diversionary kind of case. And so you would never even see a conviction, let alone 9 years in prison. She got 9 years in prison politically. It was total political. But let's look at the fair trade. She had 9 years left to serve. Viktor Bout was going to do about another 9-10 years, and then he would have been deported to Russia. So it's not like he was doing a life sentence anyway. My understanding is that there was a deal back in 2018, 2019 under the Trump administration where if we would have returned Viktor Bout, we could have gotten Paul Whelan back. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I did hear that an interview with Vice President Mike Pence, who said that, you know, we weren't in the business of prisoner exchange. Well, we've been doing that since the beginning of time. So that is not necessarily true. But if you look at the difference between Paul Whelan and Brittney Griner, you know, you really can't equate the two. Paul Whelan was a former Marine. He had 70 grand in cash on him, 4 different passports. He was in Russia under the guise of going to a wedding, but he was trying to get some thumb drive or whatever. What does that sound like? That sounds like CIA, doesn't it? That sounds like covert action. It sounds like government fuckery. That's exactly what it sounds like, spying. I mean, it's what it sounds like. And if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it probably is a fucking duck. Brittney Griner, on the other hand, and here's the thing, I'm going to tell you guys something. When you go into a foreign country, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And it was really fucking stupid of her to cross that border with that vape pen. Because guess what? It gave the government, you know, a foray into controlling her life for a long time. Would it justify that kind of a sentence? Absolutely not. She went into custody, I think, in last February. So she's been in there about 8-9 months. And she wasn't exactly, you know, sitting in, Club Fed. She was in a working camp, and it wasn't easy time for her to do. You think she'll be stepping across the border anytime soon to Russia with another vape pen, or traveling with it with a vape pen anytime soon? She goddamn well better not, because you learn your lesson the hard way like this. Now, people have talked about whether or not the Biden administration had a deal to get both of them. I don't think that that's probably true, or get one or the other. My guess is it was just the one and see you later. Unless getting Whelan with an admission that he was a spy. I mean, which the government would never do in a million years. When you see these, you see this on TikTok and all over the place, where people are talking about, oh, we got this person instead of, this American hero. I don't know you can really do that. And just thank God she's an American citizen. She's a basketball player, celebrity. Just thank God she's home and she's safe. Things don't always go that well. Do you remember the kid in North Korea who we finally got home, and when he got home, he was dead? Who knows what the hell they did to him over there? Or how about the journalist who just recently came back from Qatar, dead because of health concerns? Who knows what happened over there? We don't know yet exactly what his condition was. So just thank God that she's healthy. I love to see somebody released. It doesn't do my heart any good to see anybody incarcerated, although there's people that are, well, we're better off for having them behind bars. But that's not what we have with Brittney Griner. And so my take on this is thank God she's home. And, just when you are in a foreign land, you are under the foreign land laws, right? So you have to be really careful about what you do, how you do it. Make sure you don't have any shit in your bag that can be misconstrued or construed as illegal substances. Because once you go into, they don't have the Fourth Amendment in Russia. They don't have the Fifth Amendment. They don't even have the Sixth Amendment, right to counsel. You don't have the same rights you do there that you do here. So you don't have any reasonable expectation of privacy no matter where you go. My brother was in Russia in college, and he's driving down the street with some other people, and within a mile span, he got pulled over 4 times. You don't have the same rights in a foreign country that you do in this country. We take them for granted. Don't take them for granted. Look at all these other countries, like Singapore. You can get the death penalty for certain drug offenses. Look at Iran. They've just started executing protesters. People just talking badly about their government. That is one of the principles of our country that is sacred, the First Amendment. You can speak out against your government without reprisal. So you really have to be careful when you're traveling. And my heart goes out to everybody that's ever encountered any kind of foreign criminal justice, because you're caught like a deer in the headlights. It ain't like here. That being said, let's just welcome her home. It's the time of the year that we all should be talking about love and forgiveness and harmony, right? Let's build. What is your mission? Your mission should be building every day. I hope Brittney Griner takes this as a building block in her life, to appreciate that her government brought her home, to appreciate those around her that she loves, because when you are sitting in foreign prison and you can't have access to people, guess what? That's the loneliest place you can possibly be. But she's back home, and hopefully she's healthy and happy. And like everybody else, build your relationships, build your financial, your educational, build all of different parts of your life, and hope to live and love another day. So this is Bruce Rivers, Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. Make sure you go down and get some merch, and we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, please just let my God.